Hi guys, welcome back. This is African Discourse channel and you're right here at Ghana Fintech Awards 2024 and I am here with Innovare Limited. I'll let him introduce himself to us.
All right, my name is Albert Turkson and I am the Chief Business Officer at Innovare Limited.
Okay.
Yes.
What does Innovare do?
So Innovare is a management consultancy and a training firm. We specialize in information and cybersecurity. Yes, so we just won the Cybersecurity Company of the Year at the... Thank you.
Congratulations.
In fact, it's 2 years in a row. We won it in 2023 and we won it again in 2024.
You're doing a great job.
Yes, that should tell us that at least we're doing something right.
Yeah.
And we're very excited about that. So in a nutshell, I mean, that's what Innovare does. We help companies, large, small, to implement best standards, to safeguard their environments, their business environments, and ensure that nobody is hacking them, nobody is stealing their data, you know. So yeah, and we also provide trainings in cybersecurity and other areas as well, like governance, risk, compliance. So we do quite a bit.
Okay, talking about security. Today is Finance Day. I'd like to know, there's been a lot of, fraud. There's been a lot of stealing when it comes to money and tech.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to know what's the cybersecurity ecosystem is doing about these things.
Okay, so I think one of the things that I would like to say first is that everybody seems to think that cybersecurity is a tech problem. Okay, it's not really a tech problem. And I'll just use an illustration as we saw at the awards where skits were performed. You realize that in all of those skits, whether it was phishing, whether it was the insider threat, there's always that human component.
Yes.
So it is not really a tech problem, but a human problem, because the human's mistake gives rise to either an internal person by you. He wasn't shutting his laptop before leaving his desk, okay? And then somebody comes and gets access to it. It was that human mistake. So there are processes, there's obviously the tech of it. But the number one thing that you need to understand is that it is not really a tech problem, but a human problem. So if you do the sensitization well, you give that awareness about what people need to do, like leaving your desk and leaving your computer wide open. These are some of the things that give rise to people to take advantage and hack you.
I do get the human factor when it comes to these security issues, but shouldn't companies try to mitigate some of these issues?
So exactly. So one of the things that Innovare does, if we are implementing any standard, like for instance, information security standard, which is the ISO 27001, one of the things that we offer as an added value is free awareness training for the entire company. Okay. So we take up a project, but then as part of the project, we do free awareness training for the entire company. It doesn't matter who it is. Anybody who has access to a computer is vulnerable. And so awareness in these things, about these things, is what we also help so that any and everybody can know some of the basic things that they need to do to avoid such things.
Okay. So I know you're not empty in Ghana, but there's been a rise of, these mobile money fraud, and today being technology and money, I would want to know, is the government putting systems in place? Is the security industry putting systems in place to protect people and their money? Because it has become so easy for people to access your money when these companies are telling us that, oh, your money is safe with us, your money, but then you go back to like your money getting missing and all of that. Are there systems in place trying to, help with those issues?
So again, for me, one of the most important thing is the general awareness by all of these companies. And it's good that you raised the MTN and then the fraud. MTN will always tell you that if somebody calls you asking for, your password, your this, don't give it. That is the awareness that they are also giving. For financial institutions, fintechs, banks, one of the very rigorous things that the Bank of Ghana, which is the regulator, has done is that they've brought out a cybersecurity directive.
Yeah.
Okay. which is telling people implement the likes of the information security management system I talked about,
Yeah.
ISO 27001. That is where we as Innovare come in to help companies to do that. They are doing all of these things because they understand that once you put these processes, these steps, implement some of these standards, you are trying to protect your people, you're trying to protect your customers. So as for the awareness, I can't emphasize it enough. And you say that the companies will say, oh, bring your money, it's safe. It is actually safe, but you also have a responsibility to, if somebody calls you up and says that, oh, I've just sent you some 200,000 in your Momo, and you check the account, they say, oh, I've just sent you a pin, tell me. Everybody hears all the time. If anybody asks you for a pin, never give it out. But once you give it out, you've given them an advantage to take over your phone. So awareness is very, very important. All the way to the receptionist at the main entrance, that people might think, oh, this person is not really part of the core, and she's not vulnerable. It takes one single person to visit your receptionist at the entrance of your company and say, oh, let me sit here and connect my laptop. They connect into your internet cable. That's it. You're vulnerable. But if she knows that, no, it's not allowed, not anybody can just come and connect to our systems. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So these are some of the things that we assist people to know and also inform their customers about.
Away from your company in general, I want to talk about the ordinary Ghanaian, the one that is not very technology literate, the one that doesn't even have digital platforms.
Okay.
Those people, is there systems in place to educate some of these people? People in villages where they don't even have access to better internet or some of these digital platforms, but they use some, fintech
Apps. Mm.
are there systems in place to educate some of these people?
Yes. So I think generally anybody that has access to anything digital needs to be educated about how to use that platform. Um, we talk about areas where there isn't so much access to, but even the littlest of access is enough. So for me, I think that once it comes to awareness and education, we need to make sure that it trickles down to, excuse me to say, even the illiterate person who may not really understand English, but we need to, you know, use the language that they would understand. And I like what the Ghana Fintech Association is planning to do: raise funds to go around the nation, even to the villages and all, to let people understand that we need to do some of these things. We need to understand. And all of these kids will be done in the local language. So I really applaud that initiative. That is a very, very key initiative.
That is really good. And Innovare, as a training company, in terms of skills and the youth, what is the what is the skills level of the youth when it comes to fintech, and then financial, and then technology? What is the skills? What are you training? What is the ecosystem like when it comes to the youth and the skills they have towards some of these things?
For Innovare, a lot of what we do, the trainings that we do, is usually targeted at professionals. But one of the things that we also do is we see ourselves as um, a mentoring company as well, so that it is not only that we address our trainings towards professionals, but also students.
Okay.
One initiative that we have is visiting students in the universities, where we can sensitize them about the whole cybersecurity thing and the fact that it's not out of their reach. You understand?
Yeah.
So if you want to have a career in this area, we think that you can start early, and we are ever ready to assist you to let you understand from the basics of all the training to the professional level. And that is one of the key things that we offer. So we do road shows around the country. We've been to UCC.
Okay.
We're planning another engagement with students of University of Ghana and then Ghana Telecom University.
Okay. In terms of Ghana, do you think that technology, we are there yet when it comes to, accepting the tolerance level when it comes to these fintech industry? Do you think we are there yet?
Well, personally, I think we are moving very fast there. Obviously, others are a bit ahead of us,
Yeah.
but looking at all that we're doing now, and the is it the African FinTech, the event that was announced that has come into Accra, I think it's also a great opportunity to put Ghana on the map.
Yeah.
There's a lot that we're doing. There's a lot that technology is moving to, and Ghana is gradually getting there. Gradually getting there.
Okay. I know in the past 2 years, there's been the rise of a lot of, digital companies, financial companies, technological companies, even law tech. I interviewed someone that was into agric and then technology and
Yeah.
that combination. So I also feel that the ecosystem is really growing.
Yeah,
And, in a few years to come, it would be it would be something else.
in fact,
Anyway.
let me tell you something. I
Okay.
think when it comes to even fintechs, they started coming into the system not just 2 years ago, many years ago,
Yeah.
up until this banking crisis and BOG trying to sanitize the financial ecosystem. Now, it puts a bit of restrictions also on these fintechs. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have had more than 1,000 fintechs by now, because people have understood this whole technology going along with finance. You don't need to go waste your time sitting in a bank for over 30, 40, sometimes an hour or two. All you need is your mobile phone and then everything is there. But that notwithstanding, you need to ensure that the ecosystem is safe enough for a lot of people to be able to use these technology platforms. Okay. And that's where the security comes in. And that's where we also come in.
All right. So winning this award, I know you said you've won it before, and what's next for Innovare? What should we expect next year?
Oh, expect that we win it again. No, I mean,
Right.
and if you heard the judges explain, the criteria and when they went through to even choose the winners, that should tell you that, I mean, it wasn't just a matter of, okay, we're just choosing any companies. Personally, I like the way the judges go about choosing the winners, even the nominations and all, because you actually do a presentation about your company and they expect to see certain things, they expect to hear certain things. So every year we see ourselves also getting better. So I do see myself coming here again next year and winning one more time.
I hope you do. So
Thank you so much. Thank you.
last question before we go. What is
Sure.
one thing you're excited about when it comes to the fintech industry?
I am very excited about the growth in the fintech industry. Innovare actually works with quite a number of fintechs, and I think that is also one of the criteria that helped us to win, because we deal with a lot of fintechs and we are helping them. Okay, we're helping them to keep safe and keep their customers safe, keep money safe. So I love the growth in the fintech industry, and I think we're really gonna go far.
Thank you very much.
you
And
too.
so, if you want to keep safe and keep your money safe, you go to Innovare. Before you go, can you tell us about your social media handles so that our audience can get in contact with you?
Okay, so we are at Innovare Grupo.
Okay.
At Innovare Grupo. Innovare is INNOVARE. That's Innovare. And then Grupo, GROUPPE.
Okay. All right. On all social media platforms?
Yes, on all social media platforms.
We will definitely get in contact with you. Thank you very much for talking
you for
to
having me.
us. Have a
Thank you.
good evening.
You
And
too.
congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.